Joel, are you here? Joel Grunen's here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Joel, you want to test out that YouTube, and I'm going to start posting it.
What do you mean test out the YouTube?
Test out that YouTube.
Yeah, it's online. It's live right now.
Okay, we're
Okay.
good? Never mind. Tonight. So we are live on YouTube, folks.
Yeah, so now they can hear everything you're saying.
I don't know. Seriously, were you talking to me?
Yeah, we are live now. We are live now.
Yeah, I put it up into the chat room.
Okay, and as people come in, admit them and do a mic check and a video check because I'm going to be sending this out. Somebody
All right.
take over that job for me, please.
No problem.
Oh,
Does somebody already have? Does somebody also have the YouTube up? Because I'm hearing an echo.
Mr. Gwynn, do you want me to say it in the call?
Just phonetically spell it.
Phonetically. Okay, hold on.
Gabby, stop laughing.
Did you guys just get a text message from me, a reminder from me?
Talking to me? Oh, I don't have a reminder.
No, talking to the kids.
Mr. Gwynn, I'm not sure how to phonetically spell it.
Who are you talking
Well,
about?
just say it.
Shabuin.
Danny Bilali, did you get a reminder from me?
Shabuin. Yeah.
Danny Bilali.
You may have
Yeah,
walked
give me a
away.
second.
Danny, did you get a remind text from me?
Yep,
Yeah, you got it?
yep, I got it.
Okay, let's see who's here. Attendees, we have Lotta
13.
and Maria. Lotta and Maria. Lotta and Maria, please check your mic and your video. Turn your mic and video on and say hello so we know it's working. Maria and Lotta, we need to see you. We need to hear you. Maria, we need to hear you. We need to see you. Please say testing. 1, 2, 3. Speak, Maria. We need to hear you. We don't hear you, Maria.
Wow.
Please speak. Your mic. Thank you. Jessica, please turn on your video, turn on your mic, check it. Rebecca Stern, Sal Prestiani, please check your mic, please check your video.
Everything working good?
Everybody, Johnny Rolando,
how are you
yeah,
guys?
check your mic, make sure it's working.
Do you hear
Let us
me?
know if you have any issues right now. We hear you. Who's
Hey,
that?
hello.
How are you guys?
Sal, we see you. Rebecca, we see you. Jessica, we see you. Allison, we need you to turn on your mic and your video.
My mic is
Real
on.
quick check.
Can you hear me?
Good, we got you. Good. We hear you, Maria. We got you. Jessica, you're good. Stern, you're good.
That's out. Going on.
Everybody got the YouTube link was sent out. If you
Sure,
wanna share
sir.
with your friends and family,
Would
yeah. Slavos? Slavos?
Yeah, I'm calling you off to the side.
You know that?
Ortiz, if you can hear me, we're doing a mic check. Let me see your, say something, say hello. Ortiz, can you hear me?
all right, maybe now. Yes?
All right,
Yeah.
Ortiz is here. That's good. Okay. Who else just came in? Two students. Make sure we can hear you guys. Trisha, and there was another person. I don't remember who.
Can you guys hear me?
Trisha and Sarah. Trisha and Sarah.
That's me.
So my neighbors just started playing really loud music on the street.
You can mute yourself.
Oh, that's
once
gonna
you
be
do.
good. There'll be a little background music.
Hopefully it's good music.
Every day.
If you want to start dancing, this is a free form ceremony.
True that.
It is your right to dance.
Okay, thanks, bye. But we don't have to mute ourselves or anything.
Everybody who's on, the YouTube link is in the chat room. If you want to send it to your friends, your family, anybody, just make sure you don't have it on in your room. James Kerrigan. Hey, James.
Jessica's dad.
Oh, that's not, you look like James. What's up, Jessica's dad? Jessica's dad is crashing the party.
Is this thing on?
Stop! You're not
Nobody
funny.
knows.
Oh my god.
He's kind of funny.
You gave Maria a good
That was
laugh.
very funny. That was very funny.
Got a good laugh out of that one. Kerrigan. Jacob Worth, Carice LeBrun. Jacob Worth, Carice LeBrun. Do a mic check and a video check. Jacob and Carice, check your mic, check your video. Please put yourself
Hello.
on video. Please put yourself on mic.
Hello.
Jacob, Carice, I see you. Jacob, I'm still looking for you.
Hello.
Jacob, are you here? I hear you. Put yourself on. There you go. All right, Mr. Hughes, please test your mic. Oh, good background, Jacob. Please test your mic and your video, Hughes.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me, Michael?
Hear you and see you. You're good.
All righty.
Mr. Martin, you could start muting everybody, right?
You want me to do it now? Yeah.
Are there any students on yet?
All
Yes,
the students
yes.
are on. Many.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to check. All right.
Don't say anything bad.
No. I wanted to know if we were prepared.
All right. Make sure you don't say anything inappropriate.
Anybody
stop.
who's muted should unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, and then Mr. Martin can mute you. He'll take total control.
Ready? Meet
Do
everybody in
not keep
three.
your video on, keep your
one.
sound on.
Adam, how powerful do you feel now?
It's about time.
Yeah.
There.
$25 people here. Somebody was trying to get in. I don't know who they were. They didn't have their full name, so we did not let them in.
Yep, sounds good. If you can't identify who they are, don't let them in.
Check your email. Mr. Martin, why are you texting me? I got the cue sheet. I'm good.
For myself, it's blocked. I need access.
To which email? You're talking about the Excel sheet or the regular cue sheet? Mr. Martin. The Excel, okay. To your LMGHS. Text it to me, Mr. Martin, what your LMGHS is. Text it to me now. I know people could hear me. Okay. Daniel, check your mic, check your video. Daniel, please make sure you put your mic on. Please make sure you put your video on. Daniel O, put your mic on, put your video on. We need to see you. We need to hear you.
The same thing goes for Rania Ahmed. We just let you in. Make sure your mic works. Make sure your video works.
Your video on. We need to see you. We need to hear you. If you're watching on, you do not.
Just let you in. Make sure your mic works. Make sure your video works.
Daniel, good. We need to hear you. Mr. Martin, you got to mute everybody, and everybody's got to be remote. Okay. And before Mr. Sklavos gets started, I want to remind everybody not to have the YouTube link on in the same room. The YouTube link is not to be on in the same place where you are. There's a 20-second delay. We're going to get a lot of feedback. So please, if friends and family are watching on YouTube, have them away from you in another room or socially distanced more than 6 feet away from you. Do not have that YouTube link where you are. We're going to get feedback. If you're watching on Zoom, you do not need to watch on YouTube. But feel free to share the YouTube link with anybody who wants to watch. Just don't have it on where you are. The YouTube link is not for you. I'm going to mute myself, Mr. Martin and Mr. Sklavos. Joseph, thank you for joining us. Joseph, check your mic and check your video that it works. Turn on your mic, turn on your video. We want to run a mic check and a video check. Say hello.
All right.
We need to- I don't see you yet, Joseph. Make sure you turn on your video.
I'm right here. Oh.
Can everybody hear me? Mr. Martin, am I spotlighted?
No, you're not spotlighted, but I can hear you.
Now I'm spotlighted, correct?
Yeah.
Well, welcome everybody. This is our 2020 Sports Awards evening. Before my brief remarks, I would like to just remind everybody about a few logistics for the evening. The YouTube link to watch live is posted on the school website. If your loved ones would like to watch, they are welcome to watch the live stream. But please do not have YouTube and Zoom on together in the same room because there is a delay on the YouTube live stream. If you are on Zoom, there is no need to be on YouTube. The link is just for your friends and for your family. Tonight's format is as follows. We will not be announcing an athlete of the year or a coach of the year. Unfortunately, we did not think it was fair given the fact that we went without an entire spring season. We will introduce only senior class award winners, as we wanted to recognize our seniors for their contributions to their teams over the past 4 years. We will introduce each coach alphabetically by their last name, starting with Coach Chula and ending with Coach Stern. After a few brief words, each coach will introduce an award and an athlete that won that award. Then the athlete will be given a few seconds center screen. This means that we will make you center screen for everyone to see, and we will unmute you. The student will be live for a few seconds. Please wave to everybody, say thank you or hello. During that time, you may receive a message on Zoom to unmute yourself. At that time, you can do so. Other than potentially allowing Zoom to unmute you, you do not have to touch anything. Please also remember to stay on for the entire ceremony, as your name may be called more than once. So once again, good evening and welcome to our slightly different 2020 Sports Awards. I know that all of our athletes look forward to this evening as a way to relax with their friends, enjoy a nice buffet dinner, and reminisce about the successes, about the failures, or even the just missed moments from their seasons. Obviously, this year is a little different. We might not be congregating together in the MAC, but as the school's athletic director, I have to begin the same way I do every year, by thanking from the bottom of my heart all of the athletes, the coaches, and the parents. You help bring sanity to our school. Your time, your commitment, and dedication to our athletic program continues to build our school's name and prestige and help spread at least a little positive feeling around the hallways. And I'm sure this will continue once we're allowed back into the hallways. The loss of sports for the last few months, from the PSAL to collegiate to professional leagues, has made us all realize how important sports are to our society. It's more than just the fact that we can't go to practice each day or bond with our teammates, or turn on the TV every night to watch a baseball game or the NBA playoffs. Sports has always had a unifying effect on people. Race, religion, politics, and gender are all thrown out the window when we celebrate or sometimes commiserate the results of a game. That's the beauty of sports. For that small amount of time, nothing else matters. Nelson Mandela once said, "Sports has the power to change the world. It has the power to inspire. It has the power to unite people in ways that little else does." As sporting leagues around the country begin to reopen, I hope Nelson Mandela was right. With regards to our athletes, I know it's been hard for many of you, especially to our spring athletes who missed their entire season. But sports are coming back. And while we're only sitting on the sidelines now, we have to remember what our coaches always stress, to continue to practice and prepare, because we want to make the most of every opportunity when we get into the game. For any underclassmen who might be watching on YouTube, I hope to see you practicing and playing with your teams next fall. And for all of our seniors, I hope you continue to pursue athletics, because there's no place like sports. Thank you, and congratulations to all of our senior athletes. And now, a few words from Principal Hughes.
Thank you, Mr. Sklavos. I would just like to take a brief moment to share with you all on behalf of myself and the entire Goldstein community that I hope you and your family are and remain safe at this time. We're all missing you terribly, but are thrilled that we're able to, in the middle of this global pandemic, celebrate you, all of you, and recognize your outstanding accomplishments this evening. I would like to thank Mr. Sklavos, our wonderful athletic director, our coaches, our wonderful parents, and all school staff members for their roles in helping support all PSAL activities leading up to tonight's event. Most of all, I would like to congratulate you for your accomplishments this evening. The skills necessary to succeed in sports are no different than the skills necessary to succeed in life. Focus, discipline, selflessness, and working with others are the very skills you'll undoubtedly take from your respective fields to your lives beyond. I have no doubt that you will all demonstrate equal success in life as a result of the skills you've demonstrated so admirably on one of your many teams. Congratulations to all of our athletes this evening, and please stay safe. It is now my honor to introduce one of our many fantastic teachers this evening, as well as an outstanding coach and role model, Miss Joanna Chulda.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us. I hope you're all doing well and staying healthy and fit. I miss you all very much. The girls' tennis team had a great season. We went to the playoffs. As a coach, that is always the goal, and we achieved it. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge two senior managers, Jake Ruckman and Juliana Montaro. Juliana has been a 4-year manager for us, and I'm very grateful for her. My first award goes to a 4-year athlete. She is a natural athlete. She came a long way very quickly with very little tennis training. She's a hard worker and very dedicated. She was always mature for her age. She amazed me on how well she knows the way around the MTA. Last year, she had 2 wins. This year, she had 5 wins. This year's Most Improved Athlete Award goes to Sarah Fatiti. Congratulations. This athlete is also a 4-year athlete. She works hard. She comes every year to summer practices. She finally earned the starting position in second doubles in her senior year. She's the true definition of perseverance and resiliency. It's athletes like her which bring great joy to coaches and encourage them to keep on coaching. This year's Sportsmanship Award goes to Francilia Walsh-Despeen. I'm deeply saddened that we were unable to have the boys' handball season. This team runs like a well-oiled machine. Uniforms were about to be ordered. Tryouts were completed in 5 days. The lineup was going to be submitted by the next day. We had great plans for the season. It was supposed to be a great year for us statistically. I would like to thank all my managers who came out for us. Zi Liang, Jessica Wong, Michelle Lin, Sharon Guan, Veronica Chung, Amanda Siva, Flora Lee, and Hester Liu. Behind every successful team are very competent managers. For my first award goes to an athlete that came on the team in his sophomore year. He went from having 2 wins to 4 wins last year. He was injured for most of the season last year. He was a sub for the first 2 years. This season was going to be his time to shine. He earned the first doubles position. This year, Most Improved Player goes to Tala Tilhia. Nice job, Tala. For my next award, the player started out as a sub in his sophomore year and went on to earn his first doubles position in his junior year. He maintained his first doubles position this year. This athlete is the reason why I'm able to give handball awards tonight. He helped his teammates to put together a tryout bracket. In 5 days, I was able to try out 24 athletes with 3 matches. That's how accurate this bracket was. I was able to finalize a lineup. This year's Sportsmanship Award goes to Jaron Key. I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge all the other seniors on the team. Zunhin Ling, Ken Liu, Jason Yu, Derek Sang, Li Xing Liu, Alan Nee, Aaron Na, Daniel Ng, Benny Zhu, Sophia Chen, Yu Q, and Simon Wan. Thank you, everyone. Enjoy your summer. I would like to introduce the next coach to present his awards, Mr. John Gwynn.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
All right. It's great to see you guys. I miss everyone terribly. My first job is to talk a little bit about the girls soccer team. It was certainly an honor and a privilege coaching everyone this year. Our record certainly is not indicative of the amount of time and effort that we all put into the season. We braved some harsh conditions, some very tough competition, and I'm extremely proud of everything that we accomplished this season. There are a few athletes that I would like to mention for their extra effort and determination. The Most Improved Award goes to Maria Shabolin. I'm pretty sure that Maria had never played any organized soccer prior to this season. Well, there she is. Way to go, Maria. So she embraced the sport. She is unbelievably fast and athletic. Maria became an integral part of our defensive squad. On and off the field, Maria was a great teammate, and her determination to excel helped motivate everyone else on the team. Congratulations, Maria. I wish you were going to be around for more than just one season, but we really appreciate your effort. Thank you very much. All right, the next award goes to Gabby Etkiss. Where's Gabby? There she is. Gabby was a has a rare combination of stamina, athleticism, and competitive drive that made her such a valuable team member this year. I think she played every position with as much enthusiasm as any coach or teammate could ask for. Gabby was the top goal scorer, and she was equally effective leading the defense when we needed her. Thank you for your determination, Gabby. Excellent.
Thanks, Jim.
And speaking of dedication, last but not least, I'm not sure how we're going to proceed in the coming seasons without our most valuable player, Angelina Vasta. Angelina is the most fearless player that I've ever seen play in the PSAL. She played goalie, and she never shied away from any shots or players barreling down on her. She also played offense and was a lethal goal scorer. Angelina has helped me from the beginning of my coaching career at Goldstein, and I cannot thank her enough for her organizational skills and leadership in practice and her leadership on and off the field. Angelina, you will be dearly missed. Good luck in all your future endeavors. It's a shame it had to end this way, but it's good to see your face, and good luck to you, the most valuable player. Lastly, there was a golf team for a few weeks. We really didn't get to play against anyone. It's a shame because, as you know, golf is one of my favorite sports, although some may argue whether it's a sport or not. That's not the forum for this discussion. But I'd like to just say thank you to Danny Bilali on behalf of the golf team, because without Danny for the last 4 years, my job would have been much harder.
Thank you, Mr. Gwynn. It's been a pleasure for the past 4 years.
Yeah, definitely. Keep playing. And for all of you who are still interested in the sport, please don't lose your interest. It's a great thing to do, and it's a great pastime. Who's the next coach? I'm sorry, I don't have Mr.
Ms. Heiberger is the next coach.
Okay, so that being said, I'd like to introduce Ms. Heiberger for her awards. Thank everybody. Ms. Heiberger, take it away.
Hi, thank you, Mr. Gwynn. So my name is Allison Heiberger, and I had the pleasure of being the boosters coach this year. Although really I was their supervisor because they coached themselves. They were amazing. The boosters brought amazing school spirit to our basketball games. So tonight I have 2 awards to present. The first award is for the most inspirational award, and that goes to Amanda Assay. Are you there? Here?
Fortunately not.
Okay, well, congratulations. And the best spirit award goes to Miss Carice Lebrun. I know she's here.
She is.
She's there. Carice!
Hi, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so that's it for me, and now I will hand it over to Mr. Barton. Mr. Martin.
Hi. I'm going to start with introducing the girls bowling team. First of all, we had a terrific season this year. Last year, we didn't go undefeated this year, but we did make it to quarterfinals, which is our first appearance in at least the last 5 years. So great job, girls. And so our first award is our coaches award. It's for somebody that got the team to go to different practices, even when we didn't have them scheduled on the weekends. And that award goes to Jessica Wong. Okay. And then our second award goes to our MVP, our most valuable bowler, the anchor of the team, the person that averaged the highest pin count. So congratulations to Jody Ho. Not here either. All right. And so that's it for, I guess, wrestling. And now for the second team that I help to manage and coach, I'd like to talk about wrestling. It's actually incredible as such a small school that we have so many sports, and I'm really grateful for being able to lead the wrestling team for another successful season. Wrestling definitely is one of the longest seasons, and I always acknowledge how much effort the team has from the beginning to the end. One thing I'd say for all athletes is that the reason that we play is to just get better every day and for our camaraderie. So that being said, our first award is the Leadership Award. That goes to our 4-year athlete, somebody that started off in the 99-pound weight class and transitioned all the way up to now at 126. Congratulations to Albin Risi. Okay, and the second award goes to another athlete. They've been wrestling since they first got to the school. Not a full year because they came in as a sophomore, but every year I saw their growth. And this was a true leader, somebody that really helped the team out in all ways where I could not. And so that the coach's award goes to Wahab Askar.
Thank you, Mr. Martin, for being an amazing coach.
And next up is the coach Schertzer.
Hello, everybody. Good to see you. I'm speaking for Mr. Ryan and myself. I know we are better known as the Sing Advisors. And then 2 years ago, we were lucky enough to take over the boys bowling team. And the first call I made was to somebody everybody said is one of the Brooklyn's best bowlers. He was immediately the captain of our team. To be very frank with everybody, we couldn't have done this without him. He really lived up to the title of MVP. He was our most valuable player in every way, from his leadership skills to his organization, to explaining the rules, to the kids who were just coming on, to bringing everybody together. It is my honor to give our boys bowling MVP to Danny Bilali. He won the PSAL championship in Brooklyn as well. He's Brooklyn's top bowler, and he led us to the playoffs this year. So a big shout out to Danny Bilali.
Thank you, Mr. Schertzer.
Our most improved, who was put on our A team. He helped get us to the playoffs this year. He was really wonderful. Lin Lu wins our award for most improved player. I also want to give a shout out to all our graduating seniors, along with Danny and Lynn. Jason Chen, who won an award last year. He was wonderful. It was great to have Steven join the team this year. It was really fun to have Ricky and Benny on the team this year. So thanks to all our bowling coaches, to all our bowling athletes. It was wonderful to coach you, and I really, 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 really super miss you. I miss all of you. It's an honor to be part of this Sports Awards tonight. Thank you for having me. And with that, I bring in my favorite basketball coach, Coach Orlando Ortiz.
Hey, Nick, thank you so much, Mr. Schertzer. I didn't know I was your favorite. That just changes everything. Well, I hope everybody's well tonight, and everybody's staying safe.
Ortiz, you're muted.
How about now?
Now you're good.
Did Schertzer get my thank you?
He did.
Okay.
I don't know how you got muted.
So I hope everybody's doing well tonight. I just want to acknowledge our guys. We had a fantastic season. Once again, we made the playoffs, and really it was for two people that are seniors that carried the load and were fantastic. So for the coaches award, we have a young man who really, again, without him, I don't know how we get this ball up the court. So he was everything for us, and I pushed him hard, and he really accepted all the challenges from me as a coach, and I appreciate him for that forever. And I can't say that enough, and I know I've said that to him plenty of times, but he averaged 16 points a game. He had an amazing game against BCAM where he had 28 points and 8 assists, but he averaged 16 points a game, 5 assists, and also led the team with 23 three-pointers made. So this year's Coaches Award on behalf of myself and Coach Mike goes to Faraz Ibrahim. Is Faraz here?
No, unfortunately not.
No. Why am I not surprised? All right, so moving on. Our other person who was fantastic for us, again, we really had a dynamic duo, and these two, really carried the load. So another person who had one of his best games against BCAM High School as well, along with Faraz. He had 26 points and 16 rebounds. He averaged 13 points and 14 rebounds a game, and led the team in total rebounds with near 200 rebounds a game. This year's MVP, on behalf of Coach Mike and me, goes to Gabe Barker. Neither?
Neither, but I know they love you anyway.
Hey, all right, well, that's it from me. From your favorite coach, according to Coach Schertzer, and I'd like to pass it along to Coach O'Sullivan.
Hi guys, how are you? For those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle O'Sullivan. I'm the girls swim coach, and I would just like to take a minute to thank Mr. Sklavos and Mr. Hughes for having me back for another great year with the Goldstein family. I would also like to take a moment to thank everyone that had a hand in executing tonight. In these incredibly trying times, it's so nice to be able to come together to celebrate the accomplishments of those who have worked so hard. Girls swimming had an incredible season this year. The team went 8-0 and truly showed they were a force to be reckoned with. Their sportsmanship was second to none as they paved their way in the division and blazed to new personal best times. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge Sarah Livshitz, who is a 4-year swimming athlete. We'll miss you, Sarah. Swimming is an individual sport just as much as it's a team sport. It is so often the unsung heroes who strengthen the team. This has held true for this year's Coaches Award recipient. This swimmer was a constant source of strength and determination since her freshman year. I cannot think of many, if any, practices we had without her. Don't be fooled by her tiny stature. Her power at the end of a 500 free is mighty. We will miss you when you go off to Hunter in the fall. Congratulations to this year's award, Coaches Award recipient, Hei-Yu Fang. When I think of my last 4 years coaching at Goldstein, I cannot help but think of this swimmer. I was so lucky to be able to start my coaching career with you. She would leave practice at the end of her freshman year and leave me a list of questions that she wanted me to write down the answers to so she could study her technique. Every lap counted, every turn she tried harder, every practice she got better. She gave everything her all the time. She not only challenged me to become a better coach, but she challenged her teammates to become better swimmers. There aren't enough words to describe the dedication, the selflessness, the leadership, and the strength of this year's MVP. Truth be told, I am not sure I would have gotten through the last 2 seasons with 2 pregnancies and 2 babies without her unwavering devotion to this team and this sport. The team, myself, the school, we will all miss you as you go off to NYU next year. Congratulations to this year's MVP, Trisha Wang.
Thanks, Coach.
Miss you.
Thank you, Coach. That means the world.
I would now like to hand it off to Coach Prestiani.
You're muted, Presti.
How about now? We're
You're
good?
Yep.
All right, everyone. Hello. And I'm going to start with the boys soccer team. They were 10-0. They were division champions. And they definitely were the most talented team that I've ever coached. But talent alone is not enough. And, I always used to say, Iron sharpens iron. And this team demonstrated that showing up to work every day and making each other better. And what I'm most proud of is the never give up attitude they played with. You know, I'll never forget the effort they displayed, being down 3-0 in the second half of the semifinal game, where most teams would have given up. This team fought hard and eventually brought the score to 3-2, only to run out of time. You know, I really think if there was more time in that game, they would have definitely tied it up, and who knows what would have happened. And this team is truly special. We have many great players, but I'd like to recognize two in particular. Our first award is the Coaches Award. Fast, hardworking, smart, and knowledgeable. This 4-year player and starter has been an essential part of our team since his freshman year. He has a true love for the game, which shows when he plays. It is that passion that allows a player to go from good to great. With his unbelievable finishing skills, his role as a striker has led the team in scoring for the last 3 years. And this year's Coaches Award goes to Daniel Fremenko.
Thank you, Presty. It's been a...
All right. Our next award.
Okay.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's been an honor to play for you for these 4 years, and it's been a pleasure to have you as a coach, and I'll never forget it.
Thank you. And you know, to have a player of your caliber, you guys make me look good. So thank you. Our next category is the MVP. This 4-year player is the heart of our team. There's a tremendous skill set, work ethic, athletic ability, but what truly makes him special is his selfless attitude. He was talented enough to play an offense, but for the good of the team, he embraced his role as a center back defender. He sacrificed his personal glory of scoring goals with that of team wins. A true leader, he was a captain since his junior year. He was also recognized by an official who awarded him with the Golden Whistle Award, which signifies a player who displayed exceptional sportsmanship. I'm proud to announce this year's most valuable player, Daniel Grishin.
Thank you, Pressy.
No problem. All right, and our next sport is girls basketball. I just wanted to start with how proud I am with the energy and enthusiasm this team brought to practice and games. One observation I made was regardless of the score, they always played with great effort. Those efforts improved their record by 3 additional wins this year, and I thank you for that. So we'll go on to the awards. Our first award for the girls basketball team is the Coaches Award. All right, I've spent 18 years as a coach, and one of my favorite memories happened this year during our basketball season. It was watching this student have a remarkable game, scoring 23 points. The potential was always there. She needed to believe in herself. Something clicked for her in that game. We saw incredible feats she was capable of reaching, become the second leading scorer on the team. It's no surprise that her team looks to her for guidance and support. She is a natural leader who is always positively affecting her teammates. And after 2 years on the team, she quickly rose to the top. The Coaches Award goes to Leanna Elder.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Our next award is the Most Valuable Player for basketball. Leading rebounder, leading scorer, captain, those superlatives could never properly capture the heart and mental toughness behind every play the student makes. Practices were always treated the same way as a game, with innate competitiveness that simply cannot be taught. Her steals were exciting, and her ability to read her opponents is truly a gift. This year's Most Valuable Player is Gabriella Edkis.
Thank you, Presty.
No problem. Thank you. All right. The last sport here is our girls flag football team. Unfortunately, we didn't get to play the season, but the girls still tried out. They still gave it their all, and they worked real hard in the preseason to get ready for the regular season. So, I just wanted to thank all the girls for their hard work in the preseason. And I want to recognize a few girls right now. So our first award is the Eye of the Tiger Award. Now that term, Eye of the Tiger, is synonymous with fierceness, focus, and fearlessness. This next recipient has those qualities and more. A dynamic defensive presence with incredible instincts. She was never afraid to meet each opponent with speed, toughness, and aggressive tactics. What was the most impressive about this player was her quick feet that could change direction to beat out any rival. Aside from her amazing skill as an athlete, for the past 4 years, she is also a great person who was coachable and talented. A smart cornerback who was always ready for the next play. This year's Eye of the Tiger Award goes to Jessica Kerrigan.
Thank you, Presty.
Thanks. All right. Our next award is the Coach Riley Award. All right. Coach Riley was one of our phys ed teachers. He actually started our athletics program, and he was a varsity football coach. And we dedicated a trophy to his late grandson. So this trophy is given to an athlete who has exhibited passion, commitment, and dedication to the Goldstein Flag football team in honor of Coach Riley's grandson. This year's recipient goes to a special 4-year flag football player who demonstrates remarkable character and resiliency at every game and every practice. The Kenneth Riley Little Kevin Memorial Flag Football Award goes to Angelina Vasta.
Thank you, Presty.
No problem. All right, our next award is the Coaches Award. All right, when creating and coordinating plays, you create a certain vision or plan of how you anticipate it may work, but someone needs to implement it. Someone needs to take that vision and interpret it. This next recipient is that athlete. Her control and foresight led to remarkable playmaking ability. She always stepped up to the challenge of whatever the team needed. The bigger the challenge, the better she did. Receiver, punt returner, punter, and quarterback. She did it all. And it's interesting that someone at a position at safety was our biggest risk taker. She's the ultimate game changer, and this year's Coaches Award goes to Gabriella Etkis.
Thank you, Thanks, Presty. That means a lot.
No problem. All right, I'll now pass this on to Coach Rolando.
All right. Thank you, Prestiani. Everybody hear me?
You're on.
All right. Good evening, everyone. I hope everyone's well. Everyone and their families are staying safe and healthy. I'm Mr. Rolando. I'm the coach of the boys tennis team. Unfortunately, like all the spring sports, we weren't able to have a season, which really hurts because this year would have probably been our best team so far since I've been the coach. We had most of our players returning from last year, which finished 2 straight seasons with a 9-3 record. And we added some really talented freshmen. So it would have been a really good season. So it's unfortunate. This year's team is very special to me because this is my 4th year teaching in the school. So I have been with these seniors and I've seen them grow up from freshmen to this point, and I can't be more proud of them. And I'm definitely going to miss them for next season. But I know they're going to be moving on to bigger and better things. And I know they're going to succeed in their next chapter of their lives. So just don't forget to drop by and pay a visit sometime next year. My first award is a sportsmanship award. And it's going to this student athlete that has been on the team for 4 years and has shown improvement every year. He's a true team player because whether he started or was a substitute, he would never complain about his position. He would always be ready to practice or even play a match. Even if he didn't have a racket, he would borrow a racket. That's how dedicated he was. He would always come by the phys ed office, say hello, say good morning, say bye. He would come during his lunch break and come play in my phys ed class and help me out too. So he was a real good kid. And you can't forget his sneaker collection. He has the best sneaker collection. So I'm going to always remember that from him. So this year's sportsmanship award goes to Lawrence Fischler.
My God, you already forgot my last name. Thank you so much, Mr. Londo.
You got it, man. All right, my next award is the Coaches Award, and it is also going to a student athlete that has been on the team for 4 years as well. He started as a freshman as second singles and then took over first singles the next 2 years. He's a team leader and a captain for 3 years. He has a monster serve, a big forehand, one of the most talented and skilled players I've coached in the school. His academics are through the roof, and I believe he committed next year to NYU. So congrats on that. And what more can I say about the student athlete? I've seen him grow from a really big freshman, because he was already bigger than me when he came in, to a bigger now young man as a senior. And I was really hoping that this would be the last season that I play him, because it would be the last time I could beat him on the court. But I guess we'll have to postpone it for another time. He's going to be missed next season, but I know he will continue to strive for success, and I expect big things from him in the future. This year's Coaches Award goes to the captain of the tennis team, Daniel Anatsky.
Thank you, Coach. It's been a pleasure playing for you. It means a lot. Thank you.
Thanks, Daniel. I'm going to miss you.
Miss you. Thank you.
Thank you. And next up, I would like to present Coach Rebecca Stern.
Yeah, where the fuck did they come from?
Hi, everyone. Welcome. Everybody can hear me? No?
You're on, Ms. Stern. Yep. Coach Stern.
Great. First off, I want to say how thankful we are that we got to have a season this year. I'm the volleyball coach. We're deeply sorry to the players, the coaches, and the parents that did not. A senior year, surely no one will ever forget. In the fall, which seems like a lifetime ago, the girls volleyball team had a phenomenal season, going undefeated and making it to the semifinals. They placed second in many weekend tournaments. The team continued to amaze both myself and the other coach, Mrs. Kalicki. Throughout the entire season, their commitment and their skills just continued to improve. They really came together as a team, and it showed every single time that they stepped onto the court. This year, the Coaches Award goes to someone who was not really on the team. He was our manager, but he brought so much more to the team than just keeping score and recording stats. He came to every single practice and every game to help build each player's skills. His motivational speeches really helped the girls to come together on the court. We will be forever grateful for all of his help and his dedication. On behalf of Mrs. Kalicki and I, this award goes to Jacob Wirtz. Okay, and although the MVP award this year goes to our only senior, she definitely earned the title. She has been on the team for 4 years. We have many talented athletes on the team, but without her kills, her digs, her serves, her aces, we would not have been able to make it as far as we did. Her dedication to improve not only her own skills, but each individual player's skills on the team showed through her commitment at every single practice, every game, and every tournament. It has been an absolute pleasure to watch her grow over the last couple of years. She always rose to the occasion during our competitions, and she led our team in kills. The way she brought our team together on the court this year will be greatly missed, and it's certainly one of the reasons we had such a successful season. Her strong will and dedication will be irreplaceable. On behalf of Mrs. Kalicki and I, this year's MVP award goes to Lada Mazur. Thank you. No problem. Thank you everyone for joining us. And I speak for all of the coaches and myself when I say it was a pleasure to coach all of you.
Well, I can't get myself to go into the spotlight. If one of the other hosts can get me to go into the spotlight, that would be great. So thank you to all of our coaches. That was a wonderful ceremony. For anybody who's watching on the live stream, we are going to end now. But I'm going to ask the athletes to stay on for a few minutes so we can have an informal goodbye. Thank you all for attending our 2020 Sports Awards ceremony.